President Moon Jae-in has acknowledged that a tax increase is inevitable to finance his government's ambitious policy goals that were unveiled earlier this week. But he insisted the hardest hit will be the richest of the rich, not the average person or the country's smaller companies. Our Blue House correspondent Moon Connyoung reports.
Rest assured, no tax hike on the average Koreans or the nation's small and medium-sized firms. That's South Korean President Moon Jae-in upon closing his first finance strategy meeting, one that set the tone for this administration's finance strategies and budget policies for the next 5 years. After 2 days of discussions with over 200 policymakers from the government as well as the ruling Democratic Party, President Moon acknowledged that a tax increase may be inevitable to fund his government's policy agendas that are heavy on improving the quality of life for the Korean people. Stressing that it's now time to decide on the scope and the size of a tax hike, the South Korean leader said even if there is a change to the tax scheme, it will only be limited to the highest income bracket and the largest conglomerates. The meeting came a day after Mr. Moon's de facto transition team unveiled the new administration's 5 key policy goals along with 100 policy agendas. The State Affairs Planning Advisory Committee, the team is called, then pointed out that these goals may cost an additional $160 billion in government spending from 2018 to 2022, at least $73 billion of which would have to be made up by tax revenues. While remaining cautious about making any further comments about the design of a new tax system, the presidential Blue House said the issue will be carefully reviewed and discussed at the cabinet meeting as well as the economy-related ministers' meeting next week. Moon Connyoung, Arirang News, the Blue House.